Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the In Off the Post podcast. Coming up on today's show, it's the Champions League draw, Ronaldo wins the Ballon d'Or, and Jack Wilshere for England. I'm your host, Daniel Bevan, here once again with Ross Dawson.
Hello, everyone.
And I'm not here with Liam Thomas this week. Who am I with?
You are here with Dom James.
And who might be that?
I'm an aspiring rapper from Cardiff.
Up the diff.
Up the diff, obviously, of course.
You have got an EP coming out this week, haven't you not?
I have The Thought Process out Friday. Hopefully, if all goes well, it'll be out Friday.
Impressive.
Where can we find that?
You'll be able to find it on Shazam, Apple Music, and Spotify. iTunes as well for the people who don't have Apple Music.
Nice.
Love that. Fantastic. Well, we could talk about it, and we are going to, but we might as well show you a little bit first. So take it away. We're going to play one of your singles, Unusual.
Is it unusual for me to be in love with a woman like you, darling? Is it unusual for me to be in love with a woman like you, baby?
Yo, I know it's sounding kinda crazy now I say this, and I don't know if you've been thinking about the same shit, but lately you've been on my mind and yeah I hate it, but it's blatant that these feelings ain't about to leave and fade quick. The way you are just leaves me in amazement. I love the way that you don't stand for any fake shit. And I don't know if it's the green that I've been blazing, but I see you and connect you with the songs upon my playlist. But all my niggas tell me leave it, cause you're not invested, but there's no way I can see it. And maybe I'm just stubborn, but there's no way I believe it, cause I got what you need and I just hope that you receive it. Yeah, and maybe it's just me being me, but every time you leave my text on red I'll stick him out relief, cause I've been holding out for time, but I just need to know for real. If you see any type of future, let me know.
Is it unusual
for me
to be in love with a woman like you, darling?
Is it unusual
for me to be in love with a woman like you, baby?
I just can't
help it, no.
I just can't
help it, no. I just can't help it, no. Said I just can't help it, no. I just wanna ride with you everywhere,
Yo,
everywhere. I just wanna ride with you everywhere, everywhere.
Me and her riding around the city for the day. I told her she don't have to worry about the pay, but she's an independent woman, so she told me she don't want to see me pay for her in any type of way. And then I really got to thinking, this might be the one, but I don't want to overthink it. So I took my wallet, but she wouldn't stop insisting that we should split the bill, and there was no way she would give in. We left the place and we were walking hand in hand. Get real, we're talking about our plans. Told me I wanted to pursue the music. I said I'm the one to make it here if anybody can. And then she looked me straight up in my eyes. She was silent, just waiting on a reply. And I just said the first thing that came to mind. I asked her right there and then.
Is it unusual for me to be in love with a woman like you, darling? Is it unusual for me to be in love with a woman like you, baby? I just can't help it, no. I just can't help it, no. I just can't help it, no. Said I just can't help it, no. I just wanna ride with you everywhere, everywhere. I just wanna ride with you everywhere, everywhere.
Yo,
Is it unusual for me to be in love with a woman like you, darling? Is it unusual for me to be in love with a woman like you, baby? I just can't help it, no. I just can't help it, no. I just can't help it, no. Said I just can't help it, no. I just wanna ride with you everywhere, everywhere. I just wanna ride with you everywhere, everywhere.
Woo! I apologize. I apologize for the stuttering.
That was brilliant.
Singing wasn't the best. I'll admit the singing wasn't the greatest thing in the world. Let me just tell the camera, hey, the singing wasn't the best in the world. But you know, because it's early in the morning, and obviously, and I stuttered a bit because I'm tired. That's why I got a coffee right here.
Well, I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. Fantastic
Thank you, everyone.
stuff.
No, I love that. It's a brilliant track, unusual, coming on the new EP, The Thought Process. This Friday, is it not?
Hopefully this Friday.
Hopefully, yeah.
I'm not getting anyone's hopes up. Hopefully it's out this Friday. So, you know, we'll just have to wait and see.
Oh, brilliant. Tell us a little bit about it then.
So basically, I released Stay the Night.
I love that track, I've got to say, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Big fan.
I released that a couple of months ago, and then I linked up with Donald Fithian, and I was like, I wanna do a project. I wanna make an EP. So we started working on it. My good friend, my best friend, Jake Scott, he was very influential. He was a very big part of the project. Helped me come up with a name and the thought process, and then we just went ahead with it, and here we are now.
Fantastic. How many tracks are on there?
8 tracks. 8 tracks.
Oh, that's a long EP.
Hefty
That's
EP,
a
though.
nice EP.
Nice EP.
Nice little interlude in there as well. You know, just
Brilliant.
yeah.
Well, let's take it back then, shall we? What was your first ever music memory?
My first ever music memory. What, as in me creating music or me being involved listening to music?
Interpret the question in any way
Okay.
you want.
Okay. I'll talk about my first ever hip hop musical memory. So I remember my mum I used to be a kid when I was young. I used to listen to Busted. That was my shit. That was my shit. Came from the year 3000. If that's Busted, is it Busted?
Yeah.
It is Busted.
That is some proper top level prison music.
Yeah.
I love it.
That was my shit back in the day. I used to ask my dad for all the CDs, and my dad, coming from his Caribbean roots, obviously reggae and hip hop, so he's like, oh, do I have to? And then my mum and dad didn't used to live together, so I remember one day I went over to my dad's house. He got me in the car and he played Lil Wayne's album. I think it was the Carter 1, number 1, and I listened to that and I was like, oh my god, I want to start swearing. And I went home. First thing I told my mum was, fuck. I got slapped up. But it changed everything, and that's when I started to love hip hop, and then when I was around 11, 10, I decided I want to be a rapper.
Who's your favourite at the moment then? It's still Lil Wayne?
It's not Lil Wayne anymore. I do love Lil Wayne, and I respect everything he's done for hip hop and music. But probably, I don't know. I'm in love with Gold Link at the moment. I don't know if you know who he is.
I can't say I do, unfortunately.
He's got a mad song called Crew, but yeah, I'm in love with Gold Link at the moment. Obviously, I love my J. Cole, Kendricks, all of them. And I like some underground guys as well. Darren Falana, don't know if you've heard about him. He's a Canadian guy. He's up and coming, and Pride as well. So they're my influences, my main influences.
Fair.
Obviously Drizzy as well. Drake,
I was going to say, I actually was going to point out a bit of Drake.
Yeah,
I mean,
and I love British artists as well. I'm not going to leave the British artists out. You know, they are Stormzy, Ratchery too, all them guys. So, yeah.
Fair enough. So, I mean, the album's called The Thought Process.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what were you thinking going into the project?
I wasn't thinking much. When I think my thought process, the reason it's called The Thought Process is I was speaking with Jake Scott, and we were just speaking about ideas. What could we call this? And I was saying, it's everything I'm thinking at this point in time, all of my ideas. So we just said name of The Thought Process, and we were like, let's do it. So my thinking going into it, I don't know what I was thinking. I honestly don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking mostly about my relationships I've had with women. Not very successful. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not very successful at all. That's why. Tinder, no. Dom James _F Instagram. Any women? That's how it is. Nah, but yeah. So yeah. Sorry, I just have to plug myself.
I had a question in mind then, and it's completely gone. So I'll just go straight to what your plans then. I know that you want to start working on something in January.
Yeah, I've got ideas. I'm gonna keep pushing this. Obviously, it hasn't even yet. So I'm gonna keep pushing this. Do a few videos, and then I'm gonna try and get back making music in January. I'm always gonna be making music, but in January I wanna really knuckle down and start making this project that I've been thinking of for a long time.
Is now you can tell us about it yet?
No.
All on the
I'm not trying to be one of those, no, I can't tell you, but I can't. I
respect that.
I want to keep this close to my heart right now.
That's cool.
So what about plans for any shows in the future?
I am planning to do shows. I'm trying to get in touch with venues, but it's mostly just pushing the EP.
Yeah.
And then once I got that out, then I have enough songs to be able to perform somewhere, and
Yeah.
hopefully it goes successful.
sick.
So yeah.
Have you got in contact with any radio stations?
I haven't got in contact with any radio stations as of yet.
I think
That
that's
is
a
in the
really
work.
radio-friendly song,
Yeah.
Unusual. I
Yeah.
think I would be
Yeah.
really good.
Thank
Personally-
you very much.
personally,
Thank you, Thank you
yeah.
very much.
But
Remember the
but-
name, Dom James.
yeah.
Remember the name, Dom James. Hopefully.
How can we forget?
Dom James.
Dom James.
Dom James.
Well, I mean, this is a football show, so we'll talk
Mhm.
a bit about football. I understand that you're a Spurs fan, are you not?
Yes, I'm a Spurs fan. Yes,
Oh,
yes,
how's that going for you
I'm
at the
a
moment?
Spurs fan. Well, yeah, it's just ups and downs, obviously. Mostly downs. But it is what it is, isn't it? Being a Tottenham supporter, it's not my choice. Thank
Yeah.
you, Dad, for that. But yeah, as of this season in the Premier League, obviously we haven't had the strongest season, but the Champions League's going very well. So I just hope, I'd love a Champions League run, a nice Champions League run, quarterfinals, if we can make semi-finals, that'll be amazing. Obviously, if we made the final, that'll be crazy. But I'll do Champions League run, and hopefully we need to get in the top 4 as well.
Big game in the Champions League coming up. Just been drawn against Juventus.
Juventus, yeah.
We'll get into the in depth about the draw. But how are you feeling about that game?
I don't know, because I do believe we can win. We can win. We've been showing in the Champions League, especially, we've been very, very strong defensively. That's what I like about us. We've been very strong defensively. So as long as our star players are fit, as long as Harry Kane's on the pitch, then I reckon we have a chance of beating anyone.
It's funny, we've talked a lot about Spurs on the show because we're all big fans of Harry Kane.
Yeah, best defense in the league.
Best
Yeah,
defense in the
for
league
sure,
by a far.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
And also Toby Alderweireld. I think.
Yeah, best defender. I'd say best defender in the Premier League.
Well, absolutely.
Couple of weeks ago, he was a big shout for our most underrated player in the league as
Mm.
well. Cause
and he's already rated quite highly.
Yeah.
So you know,
Yeah.
I'm genuinely thinking he's probably one of the best in the world in his position. But how would you rate Spurs this season out of 10, or give it a grade?
Out of 10, 6.
6.
No, that's funny given that you're currently in 6th place.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thank
Oh.
Thank you.
That was quick, Ross. I like that.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very
I
much.
got the table up right
I
now.
appreciate that.
Fantastic.
Thank
So
you.
if you could strengthen in January, who do you think you should bring in, or what position?
We need a backup striker. I know we got Llorente, and we had Janssen last week. Janssen, I ain't gonna lie, Janssen was bad. Like, I can't. He was bad. But
Do you reckon-
Llorente,
Do you reckon Heung-min Son can do a job up top? Or is he more
he
of a
can
winger?
do a job up top, but he just doesn't consistently get enough game starting.
No, he had a quality game against.
He's a quality player, Heung-min Son. But I just don't know.
Stoke. He had a good game against
very
Stoke on the
good game.
weekend.
And so I just want to strengthen that area really. Get another centre back in just for reassurance. A left back, because Danny Rose is good. I think Danny Rose will lead.
You're not rating what Ben Davis is doing at the moment.
He's a good player, Ben Davis, but I want a strong left back to come in and who can do a job week in, week out for us, because I think Danny Rose will leave. But I'd love to see this. It's not going to happen, but I'd love to see Martial, and I'd love to see Martial. I'd love it.
I mean,
I'll have some issues with that. I tell you
he'd
that.
improve so much under Poch, though, wouldn't he? He would.
Martial.
Yeah.
I'd love him as backup to
guess.
Harry Kane, or maybe even partner in Harry Kane, because I think he's a quality player.
He needs more freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
He needs to be given the reins in a game.
Exactly.
To perform.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Right. Well, I don't want to throw this on you, but you're the first music guest we've ever had on the show, and we've got a theme tune that was, devised by your producer. So
Friend of the show.
friend of the show, Donald.
Donald.
Come on, Don. Yay! That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So, since you're familiar with his work, how would you feel about freestyling on our theme tune? We have it queued up.
All right, let's go then.
Hey.
I'll see what I can do.
That's
This might not be the greatest thing in the world, by the way. Not the greatest bars. It might not make any sense, but let's see what I can do. Yo, in off the post. Hey, hey, okay. Yo, listen. Hey, hey, hey. I'm like Lassie on the ball, cause you know I got all the tricks. I don't really give a damn, I might just hit him with the whip. Everywhere I go, everybody be like, he's the shit. You know that I get it, man, and you know that I'm a Brit. Hey, my flow's harder, you know that I'm flow father. Do this shit bigger, they know that I'm the man in the city. Everybody wants to know this, making bread every day. You can call that shit Hovis, I'm a killer. Kill the rhythm, then I kill the game. Everybody wanna get it, yeah, this shit is so insane. I've been going so damn hard, and this shit is off the brain. I don't even know what I'm saying, but I'm going insane. I'm that light skin killer, go hard, no driller. Women wanna get it with me, yeah, I get it, no filler. The young boy with a dream to be great. Them haters haters hating on me, you know that I'm reasonably late. I am that man down, the fans now. Everybody wanna get it. I'm Jackie Chan now. Kick 'em up, hit 'em up. Yeah, I'm about to kill it, going hard, and you know that the boy can get it. I'm the illest. I've been freestyling since the day I was a youngin'. Getting money daily. I've been balling like I'm youngin'. That's a rapper. Yeah, I like it. Going so damn hard, and I'm with a night that's flowing like you know this. Making bread, I show this. Them haters wanna get it. I've been all up in the showbiz. I'm going so damn hard, man. You know that I got all this. The flow is hard, man. And you know that I've been balling. Young killer, the game is so insane now. Everybody wants to get it. You know the name now. Dom James, and I'm about to be big. Them haters hating on the boy, but you know that I'm the kid. I've been that man now. When it's man down, where your fans now. Everybody wants to get it, man. I got the sound now. Young killer, young boy with a big dream. I get it in and I'm balling. I call it split screen. That's car racing. I get the shit, man. You know that I'm car racing. See, yo, let me put some football bars into this. Hey, hey, hey. I'm like Messi on the ball, but I don't dribble, I just spit. Going hard up in the city, you know that I'm from the diff. And I do this for my people, you know who the fuck it is. I'm the man up in the city and I'm going for the grizz. That's the money, that's the cash, that's the Lola. Everybody knows I get it, man. I'm going hard like bowler. Yo, Imbula, is he a footballer? Yeah, I'm cooler. Rashford with the young flow. You know I'm dumb flow. Talking about the money, man. You know that I run no. Walcott with a bit of pace. Them haters see me do it, man. I'm spitting in your face with the flow so rapid. Go so added. Everybody knows that the flow so addict. I'm like Bale with a strength. Them haters see me do it, baby. You should sit on the bench, yeah. Hey.
I'm shocked.
That was
insane. Go on. Give it up. That's
I tried.
Dom James, everyone. Dom James.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Oh, dude, I can't believe that. All off the dome. That is unbelievable.
All off the
Well,
dome.
I think this week's episode's just peaked. Now I may as well call it quits. You know.
Hey.
I think the whole show is peaked. We're never getting any better than that.
I tried. I did my thing. I like the instrumental, by the way. Very
Shout
match
out
of the day.
Don. Shout out Don.
Don.
Shout out Don. Get back on.
Hey.
Shout out Don.
All right, Don, it's your turn now.